It's just a cranked up radio. Ain't promising forever. Ain't no end in sight. Girl, I'm loving the ride.
It's William, and we are the Riverstone Life. And if this is the first time you've came across one of our videos, we were a full-time RV Life channel. Now we're a part-time RV Life channel. We're a full-time RV transport channel. We're in Missouri, coming out of Kansas City. Showing you the view right there. Going to talk about vehicle registrations. But if this is the first time you've came across us, we do RV transport. And we try to promote this lifestyle. And we try to make sure that you're prepared to do this lifestyle correctly. I want you to be able to go to your orientation and be ahead of the game. I don't want you to be calling me and saying, hey, William, they're not going to give me a load because my vehicle registration isn't correct. So let's talk about vehicle registration real quick. I'll use mine for an example. This truck weighs 8,800 pounds is what they say it weighs. So when I went in there to get my vehicle registration done, let's change lanes here first of all, because that lane's going to end. Safety, 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 guys. You're doing this job. Safety's the most important. Keeping your hands on the wheel, paying attention to the roads, everything, the conditions, checking those mirrors. I like to throw that shit in there too. Sorry about that. But yeah, we need to throw that stuff in there. Minus the S word. But anyways, vehicle registration. You need to make sure your vehicle registration is correct. A lot of guys come across our videos, people, women, everybody, because I come in your living room at 3 o'clock at night when you're scrolling through YouTube or on your phone, you know, I'm that guy. But what happens is you come across these videos and you're like, man, I want to change my life. And I don't have a truck, or I don't have the right truck. So the first thing you do is you go out and purchase a truck. Well, when you're purchasing that truck, ask the dealer, now, when you're doing my temporary registration, can I get 26,000 on there somewhere? Sometimes they're going to look at you like, what are you talking about? You know, that truck doesn't weigh 26,000 pounds. So you need to explain to them, I need the weight of the truck, and then I need to be in a different class so that it shows combined weight. Like mine will show 8,800 pounds, but then it will show combined weight up to 26,000 pounds. A lot of people they talk to the dealer and they explain this to them, and the dealer issues them a temp tag that shows 26,000 pounds. The reason I'm telling you that is then you can get set up for orientation, you can go to class. That registration is going to expire within 30 days or 60 days, depending on the state, and you're going to have to go and buy your plates and make sure that that's correct there. But usually if you already have it on the temporary registration, it's going to be put into the system that way, and you're probably not going to have any problems at all. It varies from state to state. I know Florida you can get it right away on the temp tag. You can do it in Colorado. There's certain states you can do it. Some states you might not be able to do it, but do your research. This video is to get you pointed in the right direction because I want you to be prepared. I have so many people that go through orientation. I'll take care of it when I get up there. They're not from Indiana, they're from Texas, wherever they're at. It ain't that big a deal. They get up there and they're not getting a load. And in some cases, they're driving all the way back to the state that they reside in, getting that registration. They just spent 2 or 3 days in Indiana and they can't get a load to absorb some of the expenses they just spent on this job. I want you to be prepared. My referrals are prepared because they watch the videos, they reach out to me, and we get them on top of that. You're going to have a recruiter. You need to talk to that recruiter. Sometimes you can reach out to me and I will help you with a certain state because I have somebody that's in that state and I can reach out to them and they'll tell me what they had to do. But don't go to orientation if you don't have your registration that shows 26,000 pounds. I mean, you send all your paperwork in, but sometimes things get lost in the process. Sometimes they don't have it. You need it again. Make sure you have that registration with you. If you have an older vehicle, get to the DMV. States are different. Some states you don't go to, like, we were used to just going to the DMV in Colorado. It was so simple. Then we went to Pennsylvania and we had to go to like a tax office, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was just, they had them on every corner, and you could go in there and get your plates done. It was really weird for us to go in there and see something like that, because Robin used to be a DMV. She worked in Colorado at the DMV. She did people's license plates and titles. She worked for a bank where that's all she did was did titles, or actually it was a credit union. I mean, so in our mind, we already know all this work. I was in the business for 30 years. I did titles myself, all this stuff. So to me, I was like, this was weird to just go to a local office, and there's a lot of things that are like that. Even in Florida. Florida has their little things, and you got to make appointments and stuff like that. And when I walked up there and said, I need this for 26,000 pounds, the first thing in their mind, they wanted to charge me like $700 for this license plate because they thought it was a totally different thing. It was basically 26,000 and above. So make sure you really research this. Make sure you talk to people. Call 3 or 4 agencies. Find out what they say. Go off this video. Talk to Wave, and then get in there. You need it. Some states it will be 26,000. It'll just be they have a license plate that's 26,000 because they know that you could be recreational, hauling your own camper and all that stuff, and they just do a truck plate at 26,000. They make it super simple. But other states, it has to be combined weight. Like Florida, it was a combined weight. It was a combined weight in Pennsylvania. It'll be different for every state. The reason I'm making these short little videos and I'm showing you, where we're going, because I'm always out here doing this job. The difference between this channel and other channels, I'm always out here doing the job, making the videos, trying to put anything out there that I think will make your life easier when you're getting into this. I have learned from people, when they stress out about these little things, or they go to their orientation and they get bummed out after 2 days and they can't get on the road, and then they drive all the way home, they have to drive all the way back, and then they finally grab that first load, and after they get that load done, they realize it wasn't that big a deal after going through orientation. They got put off for 2 weeks because their registration wasn't right. Save yourself the headaches. Focus on that registration. I'm going to have little videos about every little thing out there you need to know. You will be prepared when you go to orientation. Make sure the registration's right. Make sure your insurance is right. When you go to orientation, if you have all your stuff there, you have copies of everything with you, even though you submitted it to orientation before we went to orientation, you're prepared. When they ask for something, they lost something, something got lost, they misplaced it, whatever. You never know what the problem is. You're on top of it. You're ready to go. I'm going to have a video coming out about day 1 of orientation and some of the headaches that everybody goes through. I want you to be more prepared. If you use my name, you're prepared. You're going to be standing around there with all those other people, and you're going to see the ones that didn't watch the YouTube channel, that were not prepared, and you're standing around waiting on them, and you're going to be waiting around on them. Watch for that video coming out next. Make sure it's got 26,000 combined weight. Or some states it just says 26,000. As long as that's somewhere on that registration up in the corner, when you send that over to Wave, you're going to be golden. I mean, you're going to be golden. You're ready to go. I'm doing these short little videos like this about these little topics. So you're just focused on that one topic. You watch this video, all you're concerned about right now is making sure that that thing says 26,000 pounds. You're making sure that you're calling all the different agencies in your state, and you're being on top of this, and you're ready, and you're prepared, and you're going to go to orientation and not have any problems at all. 26,000 pounds, 26,000 combined weight. I think I got the point across, don't you? That's my goal, is to get these points across. Why am I doing this? This is the busy time of the year, and you have so many people going through orientation. I have guys reach out to me, hey William, I had 3 of your referrals in here. They were all on top of the game. We were all ready. Our stuff was correct, and we're standing around here waiting around for 2 hours because people don't have their paperwork. Day 1 is about getting all that paperwork right. Being ahead of the game, being prepared. Make sure that registration has 26,000 pounds. And you know how we end these videos, like we always end these videos. Always.
In our eyes, let's leave the past in the past.